Welcome to An Alternate Hue. I'm Hugh Anderson, and this is some of what caught my attention this week. Lots of excitement about that incredible economic rebound in the third quarter, but regrettably it took an enormous amount of government stimulus to produce the increase, but the economy is still weaker than it was at any time during the not-so-great recession. Further, what do we have to show for all the funds dispersed? In the not-so-great depression, numerous public works projects were established to not only put people back to work, but give many improved skills for when the economy returned to normal, and improve the national economy's productive capacity. What say you, Washington? Speaking of productivity, this chart shows since the year 2000 across 36 countries, a 1 percentage point increase in the female labor force participation rate was associated over time with up to a 1.7% increase in real GDP per capita. Jack Rivkin, the late and great Wall Street research legend, understood the importance of high female representation and the reasons why that is the case. They tend to work harder than men is one example. The increase in living standards isn't the only benefit of added labor productivity. It also has a positive correlation with real returns on capital. Otherwise, a diverse workforce is a good investment. Now let's talk angels, the fallen kind. These are companies that used to be rated investment grade, but have fallen on harder times. This is a normal occurrence as the economy goes through a downturn. The problem with the 2020 downturn is the sheer number of companies falling off the ledge to junk status. This is due to the massive debt binge that many have been on since the not-so-great recession forced interest rates to historically low levels. Many companies did nothing particularly productive with the additional debt, like invent something or expand a plant. They mostly just bought back their company's stock to increase the value of their executive stock options. Exhibit A would be the airline industry, who are now begging Washington for additional financial support after the first $25 billion of your money used all their free cash flow during the last cycle not to save for the proverbial rainy day, but to goose their stock price. That goose is no longer golden. And this just in, cyber fraud prevention company NS8 Incorporated collapsed suddenly last month. You guessed it, the CEO was convicted of fraud. This map shows the recovery of small business across the United States. Many areas are still seeing 1/4 to 1/3 of their small businesses still closed, while some areas are even higher. With a new wave of lockdowns being announced around the globe, many small businesses won't be able to survive the second assault on their very existence. The chart on the left shows fully 55% of all small businesses will not make it 3 months in a shutdown. And don't forget the landlord who can't collect rent, and cities that can't collect tax revenue to pay for police and fire protection and everything else we take for granted. Regrettably, many individuals are in no better shape. Over half of Americans have zero emergency savings. The song I'm Going Home from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which sadly was passed over for many Oscar-worthy performances, is now corporate America's theme song. The concept of onshoring has been in the news for years, but with the changing dynamics in global trade, many industries and companies are considering the U.S. as home base. China, Europe, and Japan are all the main sources of these companies, and the Midwestern states appear to be the most popular destination. ESG investing stands for environmental, social, and governance, an investing style that's all the rage. So let's look at a company that's found a problem and is also providing a solution. This is a picture of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. It is so large, it is divided into the eastern garbage patch between Hawaii and California, and the western garbage patch between Hawaii and Japan. The great state of Texas is 268,000 square miles, and the great state of Alaska is 663,000. As a point of reference, the Great Pacific Garbage Patch is 600,000 square miles. That doesn't sound so great to me. Now let's look at the solution. Boyan Slat, a 26-year-old Dutch inventor and entrepreneur, is dedicated to cleaning up the patch. He and his team have developed a plan and the requisite technology to eliminate the patch where it exists and prevent it at its source. Check out details at theoceancleanup.com. As a dedicated capitalist, I'm very impressed with this company's dedication to cleaning up our planet. But I'm also very impressed with their dedication to that 4-letter word, profit. Okay, not 4 letters. They've just produced their first product sourced from the garbage they've collected and turned it into high-quality sunglasses. They're selling them for $199. That's ESG investing at its finest. How about a 3-hour tour? Well, apparently not in Laguna Beach. A dispute between Bond King Bill Gross and his next-door neighbor over a $1 million outdoor sculpture has devolved into police calls to Laguna Beach mansions, multiple legal actions, and allegations that the billionaire investor blared the Gilligan's Island theme song on a loop at all hours just to annoy his neighbor. That's just not neighborly. Well, that's it for this week. Don't forget to sign up for the Fact Pack. It comes out every Friday. And I've enjoyed visiting with you. Until next time, I'm Hugh Anderson, and this has been An Alternate Hugh.